Let's share God's word briefly and then we spend some time to pray. When I came into this place, and is that Pastor Chris?
Yes.
Pastor Chris?
Yes.
God bless you, sir. It was just praying, and I felt the presence of God strongly in this house. Thank God for raising vessels that carries God inside them. And also thank you for making yourself available to God. May God shock you beyond your wildest imagination. One of the good things about availing yourself to the use of God is that God does not use you and dump you. He does not. He uses you and makes you better. It doesn't matter how you come to Him, but He will never leave you the way you came when you avail yourself to Him. Hallelujah. Okay, so this morning I just want to quickly share with us about several kinds of vessels. Because when I came in here, he was praying, Lord, reveal yourself to us, show yourself, show yourself. One of the simplest things that God wants to do is to show Himself. In fact, when you look around yourself, you see God everywhere. He's already showing Himself. But the reason why we don't see Him is because most times we are blinded to the reality of God around our lives. We are just blinded. The Bible says, who shall ascend unto the hills of the Lord? It's not for everybody. Who shall stand before His holy place? He that has a clean hand and a pure heart. And so the cleanliness of your hands and the purity of your heart qualifies you to see God. In Matthew 5, when Jesus was preaching to them on the mountain, we call it the message of the beatitude. In other words, let this be your attitude. Somebody say the beatitude. Let this be your attitude. Now one of the things he said there, he said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. So having the attitude of a pure heart qualifies you to see God. Then we see God. You will see God in your career. You will see Him in your relationship. You will see Him in your finances. Blessed are the pure in heart. It's not talking about God appearing to you and standing. No. You will see God. You will see Him.
Yes, sir.
It's not hidden. So it's because our hearts are not pure. And the Bible says His eyes are purer than to behold iniquity. So our hearts are not pure. Our hands are not clean. So no matter how much you shout, I want to see you, I want to see you. It is not in His hands for Him to be seen. It is in your hands for you to see Him. When you purify your heart and get your hands, release your hand. That's it. There are things you tamper and God steps out. Several kinds of vessels is what I want to share this morning. With several kinds of, you should be able to categorize yourself into the kind of vessel that you are right now. Several kinds of vessels, because the church is full of all kinds of vessels. And as much as God wants to use people, God has standards. He doesn't just use everybody. He has, somebody say He has standards. God has standards. He doesn't just use everything available. Even you don't drink from every cup. You have standards. There are certain cups people give to you, you feel embarrassed.
Yes.
When you visit them, you visit your friend, she has a glass cup, she has and then gives you a rubber cup. You feel embarrassed. You don't want to drink. No matter how thirsty you are, you will choose to keep the taste and buy water outside. The problem is not because you are not thirsty. The problem is because the vessel is not qualified. The vessel is not qualified. So we have different kinds of vessels in church. Most of the people cry, Lord, use me. The vessel is dirty. The vessel is in a messed up relationship. God cannot pour Himself. If God pours Himself into that vessel, it will look like God is part of this mess. So He will give you the responsibility to clean yourself up so that He can use you. God wants to use you. I want us to begin from 2 Timothy chapter 2, from verse 2. I can come here now and shout and you will jump, but you are still not using it. I can come here and run through this altar, shout, you will feel very excited, but you are still useless. 2 Timothy chapter 2, from verse 21. I want us to back up to 19. 2 Timothy 2 from 19. Thank you. Oh, Sapahanda Kaposh. Limbro Husatak. Nebahanto Zibrahakalash. Zibokopranash. Zebodak Libros. 2 Timothy chapter 2 from verse 19. It says, nevertheless, the foundation of God stands sure, or standeth sure, having this seal. The Lord knoweth them that are his. One of the things that God is not confused about is who is his own. Amen. It does not matter whether you shout. For example, one of the things I'm not confused about is who is my wife. You will like marry here. And I just say wife. I'm not confused about that. So everybody can claim relationship, but I'm not confused about who is. God is not confused about who is his. He's not confused. You can shout, we belong to God. Well, God is not confused. You can confuse me, but God is not confused. You can confuse us with dressing. You can confuse us with your tongues. We have some matured tongues. When you hear them, you think they are born again. Or candidly, they are born against. The Lord knoweth them that are his. Look at the next instruction he gave, so that you know that I know who is mine. He said, and let everyone that nameth the name of the Lord of Christ do what? Depart from iniquity. Go ahead. Next please. 20. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some. There are some vessels that are unto dishonor. For example, Judas is a vessel, but it's a vessel unto dishonor. They are there. They walked with Jesus. One of the secrets of getting close to the anointing is spotting a need and solving it. As anointed as he is, as the creator of the heavens and earth, he has need. Jesus had need. And he began to pick people. Before he selected the 12, he prayed all night and still selected one that was unto dishonor. After those prayers, picked one person unto dishonor. Not because he anointed him to be unto dishonor. He made himself a vessel unto dishonor. He made himself by himself. He was not listening to what Jesus would say. They will finish a meeting. He will go and tell his crew and be laughing at the pastor. They want to raise money. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to do this. He ended up a betrayer. He did not die well. The Bible says, let his office let another take. His office let another take. His bishopric. In other words, if Judas had stayed put in his office, he would have been the first bishop. Acts 1. His bishopric let. He's the first. He was so. If he followed through, he was supposed to be anointed the first bishop. A vessel unto this one. Next, please. Okay. Now, He's beginning to tell us how you qualify yourself to be a vessel unto honor and a vessel unto this one. It is not in his hands, it's in your hands. Tell your neighbor it's in your hands. Say it again, say neighbor. It's in your hands. To be a vessel unto honor is not in God's hands, it is in your hands. There are things you can do. You can shelve evil. You can walk away from it. You can say no. You can. You don't need God to come down and stand in your front and say no. You can say no. You can say I'm not interested. You can say not now. You can. If any man therefore purges himself from these, somebody say these. Now because your these is different from my own. What is making you not to be usable is different from what is making me not to be usable. It's called these. So you don't say, oh, it was not talking to me. They were only talking to women or talking to men. These can be bad attitude. It can be a kleptomaniac spirit. You stay in a room with 3 people. You are stealing from them. You are the one stealing from them. But you pray in tongues more than all of them. It's like when you finish praying in tongues, you get a revelation of where they kept their money. And what makes it even worse, you help them to find it. If the thief is helping you find it, you think you will find it. You're helping them. So let's search this place. Let's search this way. The thief will always make you search where the money is not found. There are things that makes God not to just use you. It will just look like God is backing your nonsense up. I knew one girl many years ago. A friend gave her an ATM card. She was not feeling fine. Sick. She was not feeling fine. Church member. Because we need to challenge the church. One of the things lacking in the church is character. We have rema, we have tongues, we have everything. We lack character. It's church people that spy most in class. And then you are inviting somebody to church for what now? So that can be like you. They spy most, they prepare their phone for a smoke like they are prepared. If the battery is dying, they can die. Somebody say, talk to me, talk to me.
Talk to me.
Say it louder, say, talk to me.
Talk to me.
Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor. It's like you are angry. We'll mention your case. We'll mention your case. If any man therefore purges himself, he shall be used. God will use you. In fact, one of the things that God is looking for is men he will use. He's looking for people he will use. But as much as he's looking for people he will use, he does not just settle for anything. Every lady is looking for a man that should marry them. But in the midst of looking around, they don't just still settle. People asking like, what about this guy? If he's that one, I will stay single. They will tell you. If it's this one, I will stay single. I will just go to the Catholic church. I will become a nun. So it's not like men are not available, but they are not usable. Write these 3 words down on your jotter: availability, usability, and reachability. Availability, usability, and reachability. You are available, you are usable, and you are reachable. Write it down. I want to explain these 3 words from this particular scripture. After this meeting this afternoon, you will not just be reachable, you will be usable. They are there, but people don't want it. I don't want it. There are times I will be around and they will tell me, I need something to be done, and they'll tell me this person is around. I say, leave it, let it not be done. Because I don't want trouble. Amen. Amen. They are not usable. Took her friend's ATM card, withdrew money from it, kept the PIN code in her head. Another day, everything was fine. She took the ATM card, withdrew, she cleared the account. It was about $1,000. She then the ATM machine used to give $1. You just put the $1. This is what we call wickedness in low places. Because you are not possessed, so you are not possessed. You are just wicked in low places. It's not a spirit that is using you, it's you. Because wickedness in high places, you have to be flying. This one is low places. Like wickedness in hostel is wickedness in low places. All those those are wickedness in low places. Quatera, those wickedness in low places. When, if, for example, you are maybe you stay in Pentagon and White House, that's wickedness in high. Because that wickedness will affect nations. And you get what I'm saying? So what perfume for her? And so the lady started tracing, what happened to my money? They send me messages, somebody will just on your account money. You just get a big bam. What's going on? Went to the bank, I did not withdraw the money. He called me, told the matter, we went there. This guy swore up and down. Told me my father is a pastor, my father is a king, I a leader in this. I said, okay, so right, let's just investigate. Let's investigate under the anointing. And as we began to investigate, we investigated to the bank. They show us our sister. Every ATM machine has camera. It was our sister. When she was withdrawing the money, she was shh. They showed us. We said, can we have a copy of the photo, please? Just printed it out. I carried it, folded it in my pocket. So the other one, let's go. The other one said, Pastor, I'm going on Facebook. I'll be disgraced. I said, wait, just wait for me. Let's go. And we appeared there, met the girl. So I asked her again. I said, just to be sure, what I asked you previously, did you take this money? I swear down. I really swear. Alright, sister swearing. We just brought out the copy of her photograph when she was doing ministry. So can you compare this ministry photo? Were you the one preaching on that ATM machine? Were you the one God was using to cast out money? She said yes. And that actually she wanted to talk. There are vessels unto honor. Listen, it's what you do that makes you to be honored or this. It's not in God's hand. It's what you do. You can make yourself very light. You can make yourself of no significance by the kind of things you do. The kind of, yes. And then turn page 2. Page 2. And then page 2. You are begging your enemy. Because your enemy will read, you will not read. You will not beg. Then you say, position the book like this. Don't worry, I can see it on the just spy your way out of medical school. Vessel unto one. So we will have these categories of vessels. So there are people that are available, but they are not usable. So there was this one particular girl that she always wants to cook, and I tell her, don't cook for me. Please don't cook for me. She does not listen to me. Because I know when you can cook, I know when you can cook. I know when you can cook. Don't cook. No, because when you're always eating Indomie, you don't know how to cook. It's easy to know. And then what do you do with this morning? Indomie. This afternoon, Indomie. This evening, Indomie. You even be importing it from Nigeria. Hey, please, as you are coming, just send some Indomie. Indomie has dominized and dominated your destiny. Indomie and egg. It doesn't take anything. Indomie egg plantain. What does it cost to cook it? Boil water. So I always tell her, please don't cook. She said no. So one day she came with a menu. We put her in the hospitality team. Amen. Hear me. Because some of you that are leaders, actually God did not call you to preach, He called you to be trained.
Yes.
You will drag Mike now. When you finish preaching, from that day, nobody wants to hear you again. Because you have not built capacity to communicate. So you are not seated here, they don't give a mic. I think next Sunday it will be my turn. It's not your turn. It's your turn to learn. That's how it is. So I told her, see that don't come. Okay, clap. So I said, don't cook. She would not agree. So she brought menu. I said, okay, go and cook. Go and cook. She left, came back, said, well, this thing, she doesn't have the money. I took my ATM card, gave her my ATM card, gave her the PIN code. I said, any amount of money you want to withdraw for this vision to be a reality, take one cook. She went, withdrew money, I received a lot. I was wondering, what are you cooking? What are you cooking? I said, then again, I received I became a little bit scared. I wanted to call her. I said, I looked at her. It's all right. And she went to cook. She cooked 5 hours, food never done. They cook. Alive cook. I said, cook. And she brought it. I said, my sister, in the beginning, I told you, this is not what God has called you to do. I did not eat it because I want to live long. You might be available, but you are not usable. You are not usable. For example, if we are looking for who is usable on instrument, many of you are useless.
Yes, sir.
So this availability does not qualify you to be used. In this full church now, you can have only maybe 4 or 5 keyboards or 3, or even 1. Maybe the other ones are not. If they press key, God will be angry.
Yes, sir.
This is how it works. So sometimes God calls you to train you so that He can use you. And when you are not trained, you are not qualified to reign. That's how it works. In a house, there are many vessels. Many. If the way we are many, we are usable, then God will not say, my eyes are running to and fro. Looking for. Why will God be looking for in the midst of many? Because many are not usable. Available, but not usable. Some of us are available. Some of us are usable, but we are not reachable. You are always too distant for God to pull in. You are not reachable. God can't. Where is He? He always needs to look for you. They have to beg for your presence. Like your presence makes a difference. You are not reachable. And if He cannot reach you, even though you are usable, you are still useless. So we look at this scripture. He said if a man, somebody say if a man. Somebody say if I myself. He said if a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto what? Honor, sanctified and meet for the master's use. Now the word meet means you are suitable. When God in Genesis, when He created the woman, the Bible says He gave the woman to a man, and He says she's meat. M-E-E-T, meat. Does not mean you should eat her. It means she's suitable. She's in alignment with your purpose. So God says, even though you are available, you are not meat for use, for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work. So there are good works that God wants to do, but the only people that God uses to do good works are those that have purged themselves. He did not say if God purges you. He said if a man therefore does what? Purge himself. You are the one responsible to purge yourself. You purge yourself. You just let some things go, there are things that God will keep. You know, as you pray, and God use me, God, I want you to use me this level. God will be pointing to things that are hindering you from, telling you take that thing out, take that thing out. And most times amongst young people, it's relationship. It's boy and girl. Amen. I hope you like me.
Yes, sir.
If you trace the matter to the base, is boy. She will leave everything except him. She will agree with God. She will kneel down. She will roll. After the service, she will carry her back to where she's coming from. She will delete the number and put, when she gets there, she will type it again and put dear lover. Or they will now remove it from normal contact and put it in hidden contact so that nobody will know. These things, God cannot still use you. You know why He cannot use you? You know why He cannot use you? You are already being used.
Punchline! My God! That will enter, that will enter. That will enter, that will enter.
I can stop preaching right now. That's the cap of the number. You are already being used.
Right on, sir.
Give myself away. Give myself away so you can use me. Now you are singing that song, but you are actually not giving
Yourself away.
Yourself is with another person. They have collected you, they have you. You are under their control. If they press your emote like this, now if they press your logo switch, you see there's a play, they don't press it like this. Something jumping in your head. Sam might not be in church for the next 2 weeks. Why? But where are you going to? Where are you going to? Just call the music director. Excuse me, sir. You might not be seeing me around frequently. They pressed your logo switch. They pressed it. And you are not crying that this choir needs a revival. But you are not usable. Who is pressing this switch? It's a keyboard. Actually, God sent me. God sent me to help you. Tell your neighbor, say you are being free right now. It's easy. So God can use you. God wants to use you. It is God's heart desire to use you. He's looking for men everywhere. Looking for men that He will pour Himself through to be expressed to the world. But how many people are using God? That's why you see that it's like the burden is on very few people. So if you're arguing for Mikey, they give you Mikey, we kill your ministry. You know what to say? Fighting for Mike. It's my turn next week, it's my turn. But it's not your turn. That is why it's like the burden is on some few of us and every. So some people, you see, it takes living in truth to preach truth. That's what qualifies you to preach truth. If you have not lived in it, you don't have the effrontery to preach truth. We need to live in it. It becomes your standard because people follow what they see than what they say, than what you say. They follow what they see than what you say. If any man therefore purges himself, he shall be used as a vessel unto honor, meet, suitable for the master's use, unto all good work. So there are people that God uses unto all. Anytime, listen, this is how it works. Anytime God thinks of a good work, He thinks about you. And when God thinks about a bad work, He also thinks, oh yes, He has people He thinks about. Now, do you know that, listen to this, do you know that when the prophecy of Jesus being betrayed was given in Isaiah, no name was mentioned?
Yes, sir.
It could have been Peter. It could have been Matthias. But there was somebody that has already prepared himself as a vessel unto bad works. So Jesus sat with them, took bread, dipped it in gravy, brought it out. In their presence, he said to them, he said, who will eat of this thing will betray me. Judas took it and ate. He said it, he didn't say it last week that they forgot. They were seated there, right there in the meeting. He said it, Judas still took it and he ate it. And the Bible says at that point, Satan entered him. Before, Satan was around all of them, both Peter. He entered him. And then Jesus made this statement. Whatsoever you have to do it quick. And he went and betrayed him. So it's the way you present your vessel. That is how people will. That is how you use, and the way you present yourself to God. Clean yourself up. I mean, say no. You won't die. You won't die. If any man therefore purges himself, am I within time? Am I within time? Am I overusing time? No! Because when they are looking at me, it's like the rent has expired. No! It's calm down. I want to preach. I went to preach one day in Ushgorod. I was wishing they were not listening to me. The pastor would be whining out. So I was not wondering what's going on. So I stopped because they asked him whether the rent has expired. So I stopped. I said, sorry, the time we paid for has expired. He said, yes. I brought that money. I paid for extra time. They started listening to me. Like this, they just became free. Yes, sir. Come on, that is it. That is wickedness in low places. Alright. So there are several kinds of vessels. Number one, empty vessels. Empty vessels. When you are an empty vessel, you are qualified to be filled. Empty vessels. So in church, we have empty vessels. And they are qualified to be filled with God, filled with His presence, filled with power. When you come to Him, come empty. Come empty. Come empty. My storage is empty, and I am available to you. My storage is empty, and I am available to you. My storage is empty, and I am available to you. Zoharash. My storage is empty, and I am available to you. So you just come empty. That's what qualifies you to be filled. That's the first kind of vessel we find in the house. Empty vessel. Somebody say empty vessel.
Empty vessel.
2 Kings chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, go gather empty vessels. Go gather empty vessels, not a few. Gather empty vessels. That was the instruction. Go gather empty vessels, because God was about to fill it. And so if you are here this morning and this afternoon, and your vessel is empty, you are the one that is qualified to be filled with God. He said, go gather empty vessels. Is this it? Thank you. 2 Kings. So, where is it? Where did he go to? Oh, no, not this one. Okay. Where are you? 2 Kings 4:3. Does it do like this? Oh, it's back. 4:3. Amen. Then he said, go do what? Borrow the vessels abroad of all thy neighbors. Even what?
Empty vessel.
Borrow what?
Not a few.
Listen, this is amazing. The anointing will only stop flowing when there are no more persons on the mission.
Yes.
Borrowed not a few, so he borrowed vessels, they borrowed, and as long as the vessels were empty and available, he did what? He filled them. When the vessels were finished, the oil stopped flowing. The day the oil of God will stop flowing over your life, especially those of you as ministers and called, the day it will stop flowing is when you step out of the assignment God gave to you. Because actually the oil is for the assignment. It's not for beauty. That's what the oil is for the assignment. Your irrelevance begins the day you step out of your assignment. The day God called you, He covered you. The day God called you, He protected you. Your protection is in your obedience. Your destruction is in your disobedience.
True, sir.
That's what it is. So stop asking, oh Lord, protect me. No, when you obeyed Him, He protected you. When God told Abraham in Genesis 12, get out of your father's house and your parents' house and everything you are used to and go to a place that I will show you. Genesis 12. The day Abraham stepped out in obedience, that was the day God protected him. One day, a guy just looked at his wife. He's called King Abimelech. Separated his wife from him and everything. He has not touched her. He was having a dream at night. He has not touched her. He has not even planned to touch her. He just said, let me just separate them a little. The Bible says that night the Lord appeared to him and said, you are a dead man. You are a dead man. It was in a dream Abimelech knew that Sarah was Abraham's wife. In a dream. You are a dead man. The guy woke up and said, am I a dead man? You touched my guy's girlfriend. You are a dead man. The guy woke up and told Abraham, why did you not tell me? The Bible says God strangulated all of them. Their testicles made all of them impotent. Yes. When you stay in the calling, God will be killing people on your behalf. They'll be dying. They touch you anyhow. The Bible says if the ways of a man pleases God, he will cause his enemies to be at you. Even your enemies will sponsor your projects. Stay in the calling. Stay there. Stay there. Obey him. Stay there. That's where your protection is. That's where your covering. That is where everything. That's where your wife is. Your husband is inside. The day God called you, give your husband inside. You will not know now because you are not faithful to it. That is why you are inside and you are looking outside like thief. The church guys are so boring. Really? Let me ask you a simple question. Do I look boring to you? I'm a church guy. I'm a good church guy. I'm not boring. I don't know where they got that guy not boring. Okay, who is not boring? Club guys. Church girls are boring. Who told you church girls are boring? My wife is not boring. Is your wife boring? You are not boring. Empty vessel. When you are empty, you are qualified to be filled. You are qualified to be filled. So we need empty. We need a lot of them because some people come full to church. Are you guys? They come full. Then they now start crying. Oh Lord, feed me. Why are you wicked? What's your plan? Is there water? Give me this water. Give me this water. Thank you. Say, give me that. Come with that water. Yes. Sister Chris. What's your name?
Pastor Winnie.
Oh, Pastor Winnie. Winnie, you are a winner in Jesus' name. Alright, you see that there is somebody has drank out of this, am I right? Yes. But this one is full and sealed. What else can we do with this? It's already sealed. You are made up your mind, though. You have made up your mind. You not get what they do and when they come up for the relationship. Last, I will come up for the church. Amen. Last, if Revo come, you are not going to answer. After I not come, you record the church. Then you now tell that to your group. That's your squad. Your squad now here. You say, come on, girl, take your stand. Come on, take your stand against them. Take your stand. For once, take your stand. And show them that you don't take nonsense. You see, when you want to take your stand, it's against God. take your stand against Satan. They won't buffeting you. But when you want to take stand, it's against God. You don't take your stand. Then you swear, if they see me around that church environment, they can make a bath. Now, make us ask you one question. When you did bath before, how you take the bath? You did wear garments, I mean. You did wear coverall, you did wear coat. And then they see me, they can make a bath. You're not serious with your life, believe me. So you are like this. You are feeling me, or you are crying. Lord, feel me. How can God help you? I'm just trying. Let's discuss as friends. How can God? What can God feel here now? This is your vessel. It's filled with arrogance. It's filled with pride. That's it. It's filled. You are just proud. That's what is inside you. You cannot sing. You are very proud. They don't manage you in the choir to help you. They don't help you. They know, so you are filled with pride, and you are the one that cries most. Oh Lord! Feel me. Will you not feel me? I cannot go the same way. You are going back the same way. How you will go back? First of all, you are not even open. Are you getting what I'm saying? Before you talk about feeling, you have to be, my sister, open. You have to be opened. You have to be opened. And then you have to empty yourself. Amen. You empty yourself so that there can be space.
Yes.
You don't come close, you come open. And you sing songs like, here am I, use me, here am I. If the Lord wants somebody, you are not using. So the first thing, empty vessel, you first of all empty yourself. Drop that pride, drop that arrogance, drop that unnecessary ego. It will lead you nowhere. God resisted the proud. You see, the person you are fighting against when you are proud is not the pastor, it's God.
Yes.
You will never win that battle. He will keep mashing you. He will keep mashing you. When you want to rise, he will just mash you. You want to rise, God will just mash you. He will mash you until you become nothing. In fact, the Bible says that if God falls on you, he will grind you into powder. Pride has killed, thank you my sister, Winifred. Pride has killed a lot of ministries. Pride, unnecessary pride. Small opportunity they give to you, pride. I'm not leading the prayer today. If I don't pray, my God will not move. Who told you? Who told you if you don't pray, God will not move? Who has been moving since before you were born? If I'm not there, it's not complete. Who told you? Actually, God is managing you. It's complete. It's very complete. Listen to this. The Bible says we are naked and open before Him of whom we have to do. There's nothing you have to hide from. So the first vessels are empty vessels, and you come here and ask God to clean you, empty yourself. That is when you begin to see impartation. God has a gift for you, but He cannot impart that gift into you because you have your own gifts. For example, your gift is the gift of late coming. It's like the fruit of your spirit. It's not the Holy Ghost working on you. Number two, quickly, we don't have time. Number two. I showed you empty vessels. Number two, pure vessels. Empty vessels to be filled of the Lord. Pure vessels to be used of the Lord. Pure. Empty first, and then the next one is pure. Somebody say pure.
Pure.
What kind of vessel are you? Are you pure? You purify yourself. Purify me like gold, so I might be bold to say my body is your sanctuary. Purify me like gold. So you know, purity brings boldness.
Yes.
That is why you find out when you are not pure, you are not bold. You are not pure now. You are not bold. When you are pure, boldness. Say, Lord, purify me like gold so that I can be what? So I can be bold to say, this body you are looking at. So you can be bold to cast out the sickness. You checked your left breast and saw a tumor. This body is the temple. You are so bold. You are pure and bold. Get out. And the tumor just shrinks. Because it has no right to stay. Purify me like gold so that I can be bold. Pure vessels are vessels that God uses. Empty vessels are vessels that God fills. The fact that He filled you does not mean He wants to use you. It's only filling you first. When He has finished filling you, you enter the second vessel called pure vessels. That is where you are qualified to be used. That's where you are qualified to be used. Number 3. Chosen vessels. Now, you empty vessel filled. Pure vessels to be used. Chosen vessels. The next one is chosen vessel. When you have moved from being a pure vessel, you become a chosen one. He selects you out of many. Because at that point, you are not the only one pure. There are other pure vessels. So from that, God now chooses one pure one. And He uses that one unto good works. So you can be used. But we're talking about being used unto what? Good works. Somebody say good works.
Good works.
Say it loud and say good works.
Good works.
Good works. Number 4. Holy vessel. Holy vessel. Holy vessel. These are vessels that are constantly useful to God. He might not be using you now, but He will always use you. Holy vessel. Constantly being used or constantly useful to God. Number 5. Special vessels. Special vessels. These are vessels used to glorify God. Special. In your house, it's not every plate they use to serve everybody.
Yes.
They have special plates. Except you don't come from a house. If you came from a house, you understand what I'm saying. Your mother separates certain kind of plates. There are certain visitors that come. They will be opening the cupboard, There are plates in your house you have not seen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not talking. There are plates you have not seen it. When somebody shows up, then they will be bringing those plates out. You are asking yourself, why are you inside the house? I want you to see her. Why you inside? Why are you not served with that plate? You are not a special vessel. You are a vessel. But when special visitors come in, those precious. You see, when God wants to do special things, He now selects special vessels. Because those vessels always give glory to God back. They don't take it to themselves. They are not proud. Special vessels. So it's not everybody will use to open the blind eyes. Because some people, when it's done with using them to open the blind eyes, they will open the eyes of people God wants to be blind so that they can make heaven. Because there are people, when they were blind, they would have made heaven. Now that they can see, they are going to heaven. Because when they were blind, they were pushing them to heaven. Now they can see, they are trekking straight. They can see where they are going to heaven. And they are going to heaven. So this is the key. We are not just looking for empty vessels, pure vessels, chosen vessels, or holy vessels. We are looking for special vessel. I want to be a special vessel. Lord, I want to be a special, but it takes price. The anointing takes price. So the use of God takes a price. It's not, you don't sleep and then you don't sleep and things just happen. No, it takes a price and you must be ready to pay it. Listen to me, whether you are first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, it doesn't matter. Whether you are doing part it doesn't matter. God can use anybody that makes Himself available. He can use you. I was in first year when I started preaching. Like I didn't start preaching in first year. I came as a pastor. The first year, I was preaching to my colleagues. My colleagues will be paying tithe in class. They pay tithe in class, yes. I just got a 2. Do you understand English? We just answered the anatomy now. I got what? 2. They will tithe. They are not tied to the two, they are tied to the grace. So I said, they will not say, sir, my colleagues, some of them are older, say, sir, I brought my title. I just finished answering. I'm the class rep, 6 years. He did not change me. I got a 2. Not because I did not read. Somehow, when there are some classes, you must live with a 2. My sister, you don't understand what I'm saying. You understand that I don't look down. Do I look down to you? No, so I'm not trying to preach that 2 is the order of the day, men of God. No. I'm very brilliant. I'm a specialist in urology. I finished it. So if that 2 was my calling, I would not make it to this point. I'm also a master's degree in biomedical engineering. I hold that master's. So I know book just to help you, because some people are just about you're not qualified to preach to me. Graduate first. Qualified to preach to me.
Right croc one first.
Struggling. You strive your way through the 4th course and you're telling me I'm not qualified to preach to you. Shut up. Amen. So it's grace. So first thing I was receiving tithe, praying for people and just going to churches, doing God's will. His brothers is here now. He was finer than me. I'm not joking. This guy is fresh. You know how Isaiah described Jesus? I was not fresh. I can remember that I was praying that God should give me BS because people don't respect me.
You can negotiate after the service.
God, just BS. I was believing God for BS.
We will negotiate after the service.
To the church. It was something like when they come into the church, and the pastor, you see good faces, strong faces. Then I say, pastor is coming to preach. I just come out. I just like, God, where's the pastor? I've come with me. I'm around. They're just like, but when I begin to preach,
Oh my God.
when grace begins to flow,
My God.
when God carries people with their arrogance, use them sweep the church like 3 times. This guy is dangerous. Things changed. So God can use you. You know, I'm going to pray for some group of people right now. Some of you have been believing God for a shift. You really want to be used, and God actually wants to use you. It's not you want it, He wants it too. And there are just certain things that you just have to let go. You'll be shocked what will happen in your life. And things God cannot tell you because your ear is already full with nonsense. He can't talk to you. He wants to direct you, He wants to help you, and then move you to become a special vessel. Amen. And so I want to pray for those group of people that your heart desire is to be, I want you to use me. I'm tired of the status quo. It can be better than this. I want you to use me. I want you to use me in this nation, in this Ukraine, and in Europe and everywhere. You know, many years ago, maybe 4 years ago, I want to preach somewhere in my village for the first time. I'm from Delta State. Nigeria, Ugeli. So I want to preach. Somebody invited me, I don't even know him. I want to preach. I finished preaching, and people were sowing pounds and dollars and euros on the altar in my village. You see, you preach here, people sow kubek, grivna. I preached in village, they sowed dollars. I don't know where it came from. It came from grace. They were sowing dollars. I was looking at this. What was it? No, that's amazing. When I was done with preaching, I was done out to go. The man of God is in his 50s. I'm in my 30s. As at then, I was in my 20s. I'm in my 30s. So if I say 4 years ago, that means I'm in my early 30s. I'm a small boy who, stop looking at me serious. I'm young. Amen. I'm very young. I'm very young. It's grace. That's all. I'm showing you because God can also use you. Amen. It's grace. So I was going. The man is 50. He knelt down. He said this statement to me. He said, "Your grace, Senior, my grace." He said, "Please pray for me. Your grace, sir." Seniors by grace. It's just grace that opens all these doors. It's grace. We are not used because we are smart. We are used because God Himself qualified us to be used. Amen. So I want to pray for those people that want to say, Father, I just release myself to you. Because God is not going to be using you now. He's going to be using you for generations. He's going to be using you for generations. There is a group of people waiting to hear your voice. God is using you. This thing that is coming on you now is not just for now. You might not see the relevance now, but it begins to materialize in the next 2 years, 3 years, 1 month. Amen. So I want everybody to just bow their heads now. Just bow your heads now wherever you are. Just bow your heads now. You have heard God's word already. Bow your heads now. Yes, my cup. Fill it all and make me whole. Fill my cup, Lord. If you are in that category, just come on, just stand in front. I lift it all, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Allah handles it. Bread from heaven, feed me till I want no more. Fill my cup, fill it all, and make me whole. Fill my cup, Lord. Come and quench this thirsting of my soul. Bread, heaven, fill me till I want no. Yes, my cup. Yes, my cup. Fill it all, and make me whole. Thank you, Father. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Just lift up your hands. Lift up your hands. Listen to me. God is going to be giving you specific instructions of the things that you need to do. Don't fight those instructions. Don't run away from them. There might be things that you cannot do, but when God tells you to do it, the day He says you can do it, the day He says you should do it, that is the day He gave you the power to do it. Now, some of the instructions that God will give to you are things that you have tried before and did not work. The man was at the pool of Bethesda 38 years. He has been trying to walk for 38 years and could not walk. But the day Jesus said, take up your bed and walk, that day he stood up after 38 years. So some of the instructions that God will be giving to you are things that you have tried and did not work. But right now, you're doing it again. And it's working for you. Fill me till I want more. Yes, my cup, fill it up and make me whole. Thank you, Father. Father, I just pray for these ones right now. Everyone standing here, presenting themselves. Some of them standing empty vessels, some of them standing pure vessels, some of them standing chosen vessels, some of them standing special vessels. I don't know the categories they are right now, but this one's desires to be filled with you and filled with your spirit. And I ask, Spirit of God, this is your heart desire, that you fill us up, that you fill your people up, that you fill these vessels up. Fill it with power, fill it with light, fill it with direction, fill it with grace, and fill it with everything that is lacking for them to accomplish destiny. And we give you all the glory. We give you all the praise. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Hallelujah. You may be seated. You may be seated. You may be seated. Want no more. Yes, my cup, fill it all and make me whole. want to pray for the leaders, all the leaders of this ministry that just became leaders. So God is calling. Just come out quickly. Just stand here.